but you're beating them at the same time. You're breaking their arms and breaking their legs. You're breaking their jaws because it's not about lovemaking. It's about power and abuse. He goes, that's what it looks like, JJ. That's what it feels like when you go get them. Then he said, then if you go to the higher end, he goes, all of them end the same way. They all end up brutalized, but, and he talked to me just like a CIA guy would talk to me. He goes, for example, if this was to happen, like, let's say that I go to a local airstrip, and on that airstrip, I go to a hangar, and in the hangar is a video recorder, live streaming, and then I have a box or a table, and I have all my children, 20 of them, strip them naked. Then I walk them up on the stage, and then we get in a bidding war across the globe. And then the winner from Sri Lanka, Germany, or wherever gets this 10-year-old girl. Then we put her clothes on, then we get in a private jet, and she flies to that area. And that person owns them. And these people were telling me, these people that are in the business of hunting these children down, said, stop thinking of it as a one-way street into America. You don't build Interstate 5 going up and down the coastline one way. It's up and down. So we're taking our children and shipping them overseas, and we're importing. For example, Shepherd's Watch here in Texas. I don't know. I think it's outside of Dallas. They go and they don't hunt for individual children. They hunt the organizations so they can get a lot of kids. And they turn it over to police and they go raid hotels, houses, and stuff. And I say, what's the difference between the time before Joe Biden and Joe Biden? He says, well, before we had some control over the case management. Now it's 90, 100% more we have no. And it's no longer black, white, and some brown kids. It's everything you can imagine. It's a buffet, smorgasbord for pedophilia. Now, instead of just going to the ice cream store and I want chocolate or vanilla, now I'm at Stone Cone. I can get anything I want. I can get any mixture I want. Any flavor I want, I get it because the border's wide open. And they flooded the United States of America with hundreds of thousands of unaccompanied children. And that's the world that is inside of America right now. And here's something that, and I say this when I give speeches now in public, and people, they recoil at it, but I'm just going to tell you. Why does the slogan, Make America Great Again, why does that stick with us? And I don't think we have, subconsciously, we don't understand. Because subconsciously, we know that we're not great anymore as a nation. If we make that agreement in our brain, then we have to ask why. Why don't you think we're great again? Mm-hmm. Well, let's look at it just from my perspective of a border. The cartels are demons. I fought them my whole career. They're horrible people. However, they're no different than Amazon. They're just Amazon violent, like the mature Amazon. Why do they supply America with cheap labor? Because we demand it. Why do they supply America with cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, marijuana? Because we demand it. Why do they supply us with children? Because we demand to rape children. Who's the number one consumer of hard narcotics in the world? America. Who's the number one consumer, or one of the top consumers, to physically pay money to rape children? America. Who is the largest consumer of pornography?